last lecture, what we have covered is we have opened a terminal and we have launched certain commands over this terminal. I hope you all remember the same, like ls is for list, cd is for change directory, ls for list, cd for change directory, cd dot dot to revert back to the existing directory. So remember the command echo $home. It will give you where your home or the basic directory is. So if you enter echo $home, your basic directory is /home/lamp. So what we are going to do today is, the task for today is, the first of all we will be installing lamp. So what lamp stands for? L stands for L stands for Linux. That part we have done up. So L Linux, we have installed Linux, and this is how that particular interface looks like. This is all Linux, and the name of the virtual machine is lamp, and this is your recycle bin. So name of recycle bin in your Linux environment is thrash, right? So today we will be moving ahead with the lamp architecture. So A stands for Apache, M stands for MySQL, and P stands for PHP. Right. So now today's session we will be installing, first of all we will be installing Apache, then we will be installing PHP, and then we will be installing MySQL. So everything today will be installing. So today's demonstration will give the installation part of Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So to install anything onto the Linux interface, we will be using this terminal where we'll be working on with the command lines interface. So we'll be moving up with the terminal for the installation, and whenever you open this terminal, it gives you a message to run a command as administrator. Means if you want to run any command as an administrator, you need to use sudo followed by your command. If you use sudo followed by your command, that command will be executed as an administrator, means you will be getting the admin rights to install that particular command. So first thing, we'll be moving up with the installation of Apache. Apache is a web server which is acting as a server for hosting our websites, right? So to install Apache, or whenever we are dealing with the installation part for the very first time on a particular single day, what best we can do is we can check out with any updates. If any updates are pending initially, we can install that particular update using the update command. So we are just checking out if any pending updates are available, then that updates can carry through. So sudo is, we are checking it up in the administrator part. As an administrator, we are launching this particular command. apt-get means we are checking with the update. If any update is pending, just update that particular update. Suppose if any update is pending for any particular application or so, Whenever you press enter, it asks for the password of that particular machine. Remember when we installed this particular virtual machine, I told you when you are setting up your password that this password is very important, because whenever you are installing or removing anything, you need this password to be entered. So make sure if you have used some capital letters, do use the same password, because this will be a case sensitive one. So enter your password and click on enter. So after clicking on enter, it will run certain commands and it will be checking up for all the updates that are available in the packages and components of all the things that are installed into this Ubuntu machine. So it will take couple of time, and make sure you are connected with your internet, because Ubuntu is taking automatically the packages and the components from the internet, because nothing is stored at your end. So it checks up from the ubuntu.com website for all the security patches or all the packages, all the components that needs to be there for that particular application, right? So it is checking for all the updates. It takes a couple of minutes. So as you are able to see, reading package is done. So everything went successful. So now we are good enough to go with the installation of Apache. To install Apache, same thing, we need administrator rights. So sudo is there, and then apt get, and we need to install Apache version 2. So this will be the command sudo space apt-get space install space Apache 2. If you click enter, it starts exploring the packages. So reading the package list done, checking out the dependencies, and start exploring the packages, and it prompts you that after this operation, something, this space will be used. So whether you want to continue, yes or no. So if you want to continue, press Y. Y stands for yes, N stands for no. If you press N, it will terminate this setup installation and it will come out of this installation. So to proceed with the installation, click on Y. Y means yes. So type Y and press enter. In Linux, if we write sudo, it means we are launching this command as an administrator. As a normal user, you do not have permissions to install anything onto the machine. So we are launching this command as an administrator. Then apt is the advanced packaging tool. apt, advanced packaging tool. And from this advanced packaging tool, we have made all the all the applications are placed into this packaging tool, and we are fetching out the respective application out of this tool. Using this advanced application packaging tool, we are getting out which application? We are getting about the Apache application, and we need to install that particular Apache application. Fine. So application packaging tool will be helping us to fetch, locate. First of all, it will locate this package and it will locate its installation file, and then it will get that particular installation file, and application package tool will be helpful for getting as well as will be installing that particular application file onto our machine. So instead of fetching out the exe file, downloading it and then installing it, Linux with the help of apt, it automatically fetches and installed and then removes that particular setup file for this particular application. It remotely installed. That's why you are able to see this URLs over there. So from this application packaging tool, the following packages will be installed. So it is locating the packages which need to be installed for this, and how these packages are being identified. See, the first statement, what it says is reading package list. Done. Means this application packaging tool is having a couple of list of the packages which is being read. So this package is being located into this particular apt file. So package list reading done. So this package is being found. Then building the dependency tree. So it is reading out to install this package which all dependencies are required. So reading their state information, that is also completed. So this is the action and this is the response to that particular action. So it concludes us that the following additional packages will be installed. Means these are the dependencies that are required for installation of Apache 2. And that is Apache 2-bin, first one, Apache 2-data, then Apache 2-utils, then libapr1. So these are all the libraries that are required for Apache 2 installation. So these all will be automatically installed. If we want to proceed ahead, then definitely type yes. Along with it is suggesting us more packages like Apache 2-doc, where the documentation file will be there for Apache 2 application. Then Apache 2 SUX Pristine. So this is a different version of Apache 2. And then Apache 2 SUEXEX Custom. So this is for the custom installation. And the following new packages will be installed. So which all packages it is going to install along with the dependencies. So if you can check, these all are the dependencies and we need to install the Apache 2 as well. So it places that particular application along with all the dependencies that are to be installed into the installation list. And then what it is saying, 0 upgraded means you are not having any of these packages installed into your machine, and then 10 newly will be installed. So these are total in 10 in number. So these 10 new packages will be installed into your machine, and 0 to remove. So nothing is being removed, and 158 not upgraded. So there will be no effect on the existing packages that are installed into your machine. So need to get 2,054 KB of archives. So this much almost the space is required, that is 2 MB. And after this operation, 8651 KB of additional disk space will be used. So do you want to continue, yes or no? Fine. So every detail is being provided by the machine, and these packages are being checked up with the apt. apt-get means we are getting the package from the advanced packaging tool that the Ubuntu Linux has. So to proceed ahead, do you want to continue? I click on yes. So entering Y means yes. So after entering Y, I press enter. So this is your percentage that is going on, 81% waiting for the headers. So this is the installation percentage. You can check from here as well. It goes up to the 100% and that particular package gets installed. And now it is setting up the libraries, enabling certain modules, creating certain folders and files. And then it is processing with the triggers for the system, for the UFW interfaces, for the libraries, creating documents. And it takes a few minutes and then it prompts you with your page. This single command we complete up with the installation of Apache to check out whether the Apache has been installed successfully or not. what we will be going to do is we will be clicking on this Firefox web browser. You are able to see this icon on the top, the very first icon towards the left hand side. So click on this icon. It will take 1 or 2 minutes in the very initial time, because it will be loading up into your memory, into your system. And after the successful launch, it shows this way that welcome to Firefox. So simply it opens 2 tabs. Simply you can close one tab. So you will be working on a single tab. You can close any tab. So this will be completing up with the installation of Apache. And for checking up whether the Apache has been installed successfully or not, you can open any browser in Linux. So Firefox is the default browser that you get with this Ubuntu edition. So on this URL, you can simply enter localhost and press enter. No need to type HTTP or so or anything. Simply type localhost and you will be able to see this Apache 2 page. If you are getting this page, means the Apache 2 has been installed successfully into your Linux machine. You are just checking yourself at each and every step. In Linux, you are able to see the interface and it is working successfully, means you have installed Linux perfectly good. Apache, what you did is simply you did the upgrade and then you installed the Apache 2 using the command. Fine. And that was the sudo apt get install Apache 2. Fine. And then you will be able to see this Apache 2 interface. Then moving ahead, we will be installing the latest edition of PHP, which is a very useful addition. Not the latest one, but a very promptly useful addition of PHP. So PHP, to install PHP, again go to the terminal. And what we will be doing, same command, sudo administrator mode. To install PHP, we will be using the advanced packaging tool, and from this we are getting the package and we are installing PHP version 7.4. Why version 7.4? Because if we explore on Google, which is the more suitable version for PHP. More suitable PHP version, it gives us that a stable release is 8.1.2, but most suitable version is it is the latest stable version of PHP, that is 7.4. So it is the latest stable version of PHP. So we'll be going with the latest stable version, that is 7.4. If you want to have any different version, you can definitely proceed ahead. But it is good if you can go with the latest one, that is 7.4. Whatever version you want to install, like if you want to use PHP version 5, you can enter over here. So we are going with the latest one, that is 7.4. So same command, sudo space apt-get space install space PHP 7.4. And on pressing enter, same thing, it is asking for the password that you gave during the installation of Ubuntu machine. And then again, it is reading for the packages, it is building up the dependencies, and then it is listing up all the files that will be installed. And it is asking for us that this much 18 MB of the space will be used. So do you want to continue? Yes or no? So on clicking I means yes, I am pressing enter. So it starts with the installation of PHP. So what all we did so far, we installed Linux, We installed Apache. We checked that as well. The Apache is working perfectly good. How we checked? We open the browser and we write the local host and it opened the Apache page. Then we install the PHP. And which version we installed? We are working with PHP 7.4. You can install any version, but it's good if you can go with the latest one, the latest stable version, that is 7.4. So as you are able to see, no errors came. So it got successfully installed. And then what we are doing is we are restart the Apache server so that the fresh PHP will also, it detects the installation of PHP as well. So to restart, what we will be doing is sudo /etc/init file of this Apache machine. So Apache 2, which we have installed, APACHE, and then we need to restart it. So we have done with the restarted part. So let's check out whether PHP is working perfectly good or not. So we'll be creating one PHP document today. So we'll be using the default text editor with this Ubuntu supports, that is Nano. So Nano is text editor into this Ubuntu machine, which came when you install this Ubuntu machine. So sudo nano, and then we'll be having a where folder, and under this where we will be having www and then HTML. So whatever you will be keeping on this path www/html, that part you will be able to see in the localhost machine. So we'll be creating a test file in PHP. So all the PHP files will be having the extension as .php, right? Basically what we are doing is we are placing a file, new file named as test.php onto the folder www/html, and then we are editing this file using the Nano text editor available in Ubuntu. And we are opening this as the administrator so that we can edit this file and we can write to this file the changes that we did in this file. And when you click enter, it on a text editor, the GNU Nano 4.8, it gets opened up, and in this you are getting a pointer to write the text which is which will be there in your text.php file. So command, you can see sudo nano/where/www/html/text.php. You can give any name, say text1.php or lab1.php or so. Fine. So press enter. It opens that particular file in the editor. You are able to see these options. So for exit, you are having Control X. For help, you are getting Control G. Write out, you are having O. Read this file, you are having R. To search any context in this file, you are having where is, replace, and then cut, paste, justify alignment, and spell check. So to come out, Control X is there. To go inside, again you can write the up arrow or write the command again and press enter. So working with the first PHP command. So before working, how we'll be writing the PHP code? We'll be using the operators and we will be using the keyword PHP, and then closing will be done by question mark and then the operator. So this will be the syntax of writing PHP, right? We'll be discussing out what this syntax is and how we will be doing so in the lecture coming ahead. Fine. So just we are checking out whether the PHP has been installed successfully or not. So we are creating one file. So let's say we will be displaying a message. So to display a message, we need echo command and followed by message and then the semicolon, right? And this part we need to write it inside the PHP clause. Fine. So what message we want to display? Say generally what we do is we used to do the hello world program when we start learning any programming language. So if you want to display hello world, you can write hello world over here. If you want to write that PHP is working fine, you can write that part over here. Whatever you will be writing, you will be getting the text as it is onto the browser if the PHP has been installed successfully. So you can write anything. You can write your name as well. You can write your roll number. You can write your batch as well. So whatever you will be writing up, that will be displayed onto the browser. So let's check it out. We have written the text. Echo will be displaying it onto the screen. All the text, since it is a string, so will be followed in single quotes followed by semicolon. And then we are closing the tags of PHP. To save this file, you can simply do Control X, and as soon you press Control X, it says save modified buffer. I click on Y and then it asks me the file name to write. I simply press enter because no changes in the file name, because I have already given the file name over here. To recheck this, that whether this file has been saved or not, I simply open this file. The text is all there, and you can simply close this file as well. So the file name is test.php, into which we have written. So navigate to your browser. You have written localhost to check the Apache server installation. Now, instead of localhost, you are writing localhost slash the file name, that is test.php. And when you hit enter, the text that you have written into that particular file will be appearing onto a web browser. What text we have written? PHP is working good. You will be able to see that particular text onto the web browser. For the lab work, we'll be giving you to display your name along with your roll number. Over here, and you will be writing this out into your text file, echo your name. Say my name is I am Dr. Simarpreet. So my name is Dr. Simarpreet Singh along with your roll number. Fine. So if you want to display your name, simply change your name, press Ctrl X, save yes to the same file. OK. And here you can press enter. You will be getting your name. So this is how we will be executing the PHP programs. Instead of using this nano, that is default editor in Ubuntu, we can use editors as well. There are plenty of PHP editors and the IDEs. So what we did today is we did the installation of Apache, we did the installation of PHP, and we created a small PHP file, and we are able to run that particular PHP file on the local host. If you want to run this file on your Windows environment, you can just check it out which IP address this particular machine is having, and you can communicate the same onto your Windows host, onto your local area network as well. Fine, you can able to see this page onto your local area network or your Windows machine or the Mac machine or the any other operating system that you are having or inside your network. If you are having certain network build up with using your Wi-Fi router, then you are able to see this particular page onto your mobile as well. So that part you can do at your end. If you need any assistance in that part as well, definitely I will be working you for the same, but that part is not there in the PHP syllabus, but that is an additional thing. If you want me to discuss that as well, definitely I will be helping you with the same. So that's it from my side. So if you have any doubts, you are feel free to share that out. Else, that's it from my side. Thank you everyone for attending this session.